What is going on, guys? Aiden here from Losh TV, and welcome back to the channel. This is day 14 of Loshgust. We are still here in Virginia. We are in Edutainment Studios. Don't know if you could tell by the backdrop, but we're here. Today we're going to be giving you guys a Halloween Horror Nights update. I know we're not in the park, but it's going to be something slightly different. We're going to actually break down this article by SFX Magazine, giving us a bunch of extra details about the event, and talk about some of the new merchandise that has shown up online. So, let's get straight into this and let's have some fun. So instead of going beat by beat and telling you every single thing, here at the beginning I'll give you guys a little highlight tape of everything that they've mentioned in the article that is of sustenance and is good to know. So first things first, we have a Five Nights at Freddy's themed restaurant coming to the event. We also have a roaming Art the Clown. The Dead Coconut Club will be themed to a coven. The tribute store will be bigger than ever. The podcast will return. We're going to have dancers in Club Horror. And finally, we're going to have the Chainsaw Hordes, multiple of them, coming back. That's just a brief synopsis of everything that we got here. I'll kind of go into detail a little bit about everything, or as much as I can, just to kind of guide you in the right direction when it comes down to all the information that we got here today. If you don't know who SFX Magazine is, they kind of put out an article every year leading up to Halloween Horror Nights. And this year's article is predominantly mostly about Universal Orlando. So they give us all the details that we need of the event in general. So the things that we didn't know, the things we were questioning, the extra experiences that we were supposed to have, we now know what most of them are. And honestly, all in all, based off the article and based off of what's been announced, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's going down, what's going to happen. It's gonna be fun. So let's get straight into it. The article starts with the headline / symbol. Art the Clown and Jason Voorhees stalk Halloween Horror Nights. So, of course, we know that we're going to have Jason Universe. We know our houses, right? Our 5 IPs. We got Jason Universe, Terrifier, The Horrors of the Wyatt 6, Fallout, and Five Nights at Freddy's. So those are our 5 IPs. Very different, very diverse. In this article, we kind of go into detail about everything a little. So I'll kind of look at the article real quick. They kind of go over the fact that we're going to have the 10 haunted houses, 2 street experiences, 2 live shows, the 4 scare zones, a horror nightclub in City Walk themed to a witch's coven, which is the Coven Cursed Coconut Club. Dead Coconut Club, not cursed. There is also a tribute store that's bigger than ever, a new series of podcasts, Halloween-inspired food, daytime lights on tours, and that's still not all. So there's more information coming, like a lot more information. Of course, Halloween Horror Nights slowly goes through a metamorphosis every other year, and I feel like this year we're really diving into the whole, hey, this is going to be something different, but it's also going to be similar to what you've seen in the past. I feel like this year they're hitting all their best beats. So with, let's say, Five Nights at Freddy's, for example, we're getting the Five Nights at Freddy's pizza location. We're getting a sister location, per se. Which, honestly, if it does take over Louis, which I think they mentioned in this article, I have to find it. I'm going to read it verbatim here. Fans are also going to be able to eat at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria for real, with plans to transform an established restaurant for the duration of the event. So that's most likely going to be Louis, because if you think about everything else, Mel's has everything themed over. It's not going to be Minions Cafe. It's probably not going to be Lombard's, and it's not going to be Richter's. It'll probably be Louis, since they already sell pizza and they have the ovens in the back to make pizza. So that's exciting. That's something to look forward to right there, all in all. And then going from that to going to Terrifier, where we have Art the Clown that will be roaming the park. And if you guys attended Halloween Horror Nights 30 or HHN 2021, you would know that we had a roaming Jack. And it's something that a lot of fans have wanted to come back to the event for a long time. And the fact that we have a character that's literally anywhere in the park. He can be in the front, he can be in the back, he can be in a house, he can be featured anywhere. Won't really be in a house, but it'll be in a house queue. It's cool because it kind of gives that element of there's horror around every corner. So the fact that we're getting Art the Clown in this capacity is really cool, especially since his character is supposed to be silent. The character doesn't have to say much, he just has to interact with the guests. Come up to you with a bat, not really hit you, but like, it'll be cool. I think it'll be a fun thing to see. I want to see Terrifier in every possible asset, and this is the best way to see Terrifier. Of course, you'll have him in the house as well, but seeing Art outside of that street, like outside in the regular streetmosphere, is a chef's kiss. And while speaking about Terrifier, I can't forget to mention that this is going to be the bloodiest house according to Universal. It's what they've said every single time. I'm gonna hold them to that testament. If it's not the bloodiest house ever, I'll probably be very upset. I won't. I'm gonna go through it regardless. But nonetheless, they do tell us that this is going to be a house where we get very wet, and they're telling us to bring a poncho. With that being said, if I don't walk out of here looking like I just left a water ride, or if I just finished seeing a Shamu show, I'm going to be very sad. But I do expect to get slightly wet here. Not completely drenched head to toe, but I'm expecting like my shirt to at least be like soaked in water. I think that's a reasonable thing to like look forward to, I guess. I don't think it'll be fun when it comes down to those super hot days in Florida when it's already humid outside and you're wet. It's gonna be gross, but it'll be a fun experience in the moment. However, that's all we got there when it comes down to Terrifier being a gory, bloody house. And they kind of ramped up this article with a little bow to get us excited for the future. They said, if guests survive, there's an impending 35th anniversary in 2026 that they started working on in April. All 5 original content houses have already been approved, and they're working on design SketchUps right now. That's really exciting when you think about it, because I remember the last panel that they did, I want to say it was Spooky Empire, if I'm not mistaken. Laura Saul said that they're getting ready to look at things for the original houses. They're going to look at houses from the past to get us excited for the houses in the future. So maybe we're gonna see some returning houses, maybe a Darkest Deal, a Blood Moon, something from the last few years that has gotten us all up in arms and excitement. So potentially that, or maybe something similar to Jax Presents 25 Years, where we see the best hits from these prior houses in the past. And I'm looking here on Twitter, HHN Speculation Matt to be exact, and we can see that there's a lot of in-park updates. A lot. I won't be in the park until tomorrow. So tomorrow I will film an in-park update with all the new food booth stuff, all the new little items, the new t-shirts that just came out, everything. But I will talk about right now the pass holder shirt. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see that. It's very simple. It is the, it looks like the conservatory feel, which is nice because the entire event has the conservatory feel. So you kind of have that pass holder, UOAP, and then the 2 gargoyles on the top. It's very simple, very nice, but don't know if I would get it. I don't usually buy the pass holder shirts. I'm not a huge fan of the UOAP shirts. I'll buy the UOAP pin, but not the shirt. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you feel about all the new little things we learned about the event. Subscribe if you guys already haven't done so. And stay excellent, my dudes. And don't forget to ask yourself, because I'm here, have you been edutained?